Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. The Pentagon chief urges the US to prepare for war. Pete Hegseth said that America must be ready to deter adversaries and respond to any threat. According to him, the Pentagon and the defense industry must work together rather than slow down progress. So I want to play this video really quick here, guys. Very important to like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. Let's see what's going on with this one.
We're solving life and death problems for our warfighters. We're not building for peacetime. We are pivoting the Pentagon and our industrial base to a wartime footing. Building for victory should our adversaries FAFO. We're solving life and death problems for our warfighters. We're not building for peacetime. We are pivoting the Pentagon and our industrial base to a wartime footing.
All right, so once again, that is Pete Hegseth, and I did post the full speech is 70 minutes. I'm gonna leave it in the comments box. Is over at the Real GS News channel. Make sure you subscribe there, guys. I did post that video. That video views is going up now really quick. So the message that he put out basically saying that we need to prepare for war. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Once again, guys, thank you so much for your support. So that's the video. Prepare now. Pentagon urges nation to gear for war. All right, so that link will be in the comments box. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you triple check that notification bell. All right, make sure you hit that all. And yeah, so make sure you check that, guys. Triple check, because the platform just did some kind of reset, and now everybody's getting hit. It's absolutely nuts. All right, so again, triple check that notification bell. All right, so we're gonna get to all this news here. Pete Hegseth is sounding the alarm here. So this is a 1939 moment, or hopefully a 1981 moment, a time of growing urgencies. Enemies are uniting. Threats are rising. You feel it. I feel it. If we want to prevent war and avoid it, which is what we all want, we must prepare now, Hegseth said. He stressed that this is not about minor adjustment, but a complete transformation of the U.S. military. Our troops must have the strength not only to deter aggression, but to decisively defeat any enemy who dares to challenge America. And it sounds like he's talking about within. All right, so I mean, it sounds like he's talking about within. All right, so once again, guys, make sure you check out the full video. All right, so the link will be in the comments box. We're going to go with the next one here. New York City Mayor-elect Zerwan has announced that his administration will not cooperate with or assist ICE operations. Zerwan, good luck. Good luck. Here's the thing. Gavin even had a hard time. And he's a governor. You just a mayor. You just a mayor. So I wish you luck. Breaking news. This is Kiev. Total darkness. Total darkness. They got hit 24 hours ago. And they're in complete darkness. No light. Some people have lights. They have generators and stuff. Power outages expected to last around 11 hours tomorrow. Wow. So Russia, they fired, Russia fired a whole bunch of drones, and they even fired some missiles. The bear turns out Ukraine's light again. In the dead of night, the bear unleashed one of its largest air assault of the war, wiping out two major Ukrainian power plants and plunging swath of the country into blackout. Santiago called it the most massive strike on our plants since the beginning of the war. Ukraine's grid is burning. Moscow fired 45 missiles and 458 drones across the region. Zelensky says Ukraine needs far more modern air defenses. Washington and Brussels know it, but political fatigue is slowing the flow. The bear, not just targeting infrastructure, is testing Western resolve through winter. The colder Ukraine gets, the warmer the Kremlin's confidence grows. But again, this is not the first time, guys. Ever since 2021, they've been doing that type of stuff. They've been taking out grids and everything. All right, so I want to take you to this next news here. Big news coming out of New York. New Yorkers flock to food banks as Gov shutdown hits snap. Oh, just wait till Zarwan comes in. Oh, just wait till Zarwan. People's like, we're going to get free food from Zarwan. No. Under Zarwan, I don't even think there's going to be food banks under Zarwan. People's going to learn the hard way. People's going to learn the hard way. Flight cancellation led to short lines at airports Saturday, while hundreds crowded up at some New York City food banks as the federal shutdown hit its 38th day with no end in sight. Now it says here airports nationwide have more than 4,200 flights delayed and more than 1,000 canceled after the government imposed reductions due to the problems with air traffic controllers who aren't getting paid during the blue-led shutdown. Once again, the blue, the left. Now, scores of frustrated travelers had to change plans or stay home due to the canceled flights. Charlotte Douglas International Airport was slammed with more than 120 cancellations, and Newark International Airport followed closely behind with 109. Now, it was the second day in a row with more than 1,000 cancellations nationwide after the start of the Federal Aviation Administration slowdown Friday, according to FlightAware data. Now, the shutdown is just ridiculous, said Rachel, 38 years old, who was flying out of JF Kennedy International Airport Saturday back home to Oregon after leaving a cruise with her hubby and a day earlier because of a canceled flight. So I don't know what else to say about it. They, the politicians, should just get it together so we can get on with our lives. I agree with her. I agree. I totally agree. They need to stop playing games. Here's the thing. They got to go. I mean, I'm not talking about Donald, but Chuck, all them, they've been in power since the 80s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s. They got to go, man. I mean, there's got to be term limits. Good gosh, they're older than dirt. Older than dirt. So I don't know what else to say about it. They, the politicians, should get it together so we can get on with our lives. In the Bronx, it says in the Bronx, throngs of desperate locals line up as early as 2:30 a.m. Man, a.m. at food banks because of disruption in supplemental nutrition assistance benefits caused by the shutdown. Carmen told the Post she was there for the time ever because her mom and brother had their benefits cut. Her own $459 monthly SNAP benefits aren't enough. Stop. Hold on. So Carmen told the Post she was there for the time ever because her mom and brother had their benefit cut. her own, look at this, $459 monthly SNAP benefits aren't enough. $459 is not enough? I don't get that. I don't get none of that. You know how much I gotta spend a month cash? It's like over $600 or $700, maybe close to $1,000 a month. I have 4 kids. My wife, my mother-in-law, and again, a month of grocery. I mean, it's an arm and a leg, especially prices going up. I don't have food stamp. I don't have none of that. I work 3 jobs. I work and put food on the table. It's not easy, but hey, everybody's in the same boat. But $450 a month, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. Oh, it's not enough. Man, that's a blessing. $459 a month is a blessing. Wow. Give me a second here. $459 a month. That is and plus it's free, is the American taxpayer is paying for that. It's free for them. Without the food stamp, it's a lot. Wow. And that's not even enough, because I always got to put out of pocket like $200 to $300 because it's too expensive. Verona, 58 years old, as she picked up fruit, vegetable, and apple juice. My income is not enough. You know why it's not enough? Because you live in New York. That's why. And where you live at is run by the blue. All right, everything up there is expensive. If you move somewhere, again, I lived in New Jersey. It was too expensive. I couldn't afford nothing up there. And plus, people pay state tax. So you pay state tax and you have to pay tax. So, they charge you double up there. That's crazy. But when I moved down to Florida, everything is cheaper. Compared to up north. You can't save money because everything's too expensive. That's what happened when you live in a blue state. My income is not enough, she added. Even an end to the shutdown wouldn't immediately fix problem, Transportation Secretary Sean said, because it would take time to get beleaguered air traffic controller back to work. Again, shutting down the gov is like the lockdown 2020, and when everything reopened, everything just kind of went down and went south. It just, it takes time to recover. We're still recovering from 2020. Also Saturday, the U.S. commander urged Senate to end Obamacare and send federal health care spending directly to the people, taking on what has been a top left talking point about rising the subsidies. So I am recommending the Senate that the hundreds of billions of dollars currently being sent to money-sucking insurance companies in order to save the bad health, care provided by Obamacare be sent directly to the people so that they can purchase their own much better and have money left over. The U.S. commander wrote on Truth Social. In other words, take from the big bad insurance company, give it to the people, and terminate per dollar spent. The worst care anywhere in the world. Care, he wrote. The Senate held a rare Saturday session after the left rejected on Friday a deal that would have reopened at least 3 federal agencies while temporarily extending gov funding. Lawmakers adjourned in the late afternoon without taking any legislative action, with plans to be back in session Sunday. All right, so the rest is just a lot of stuff that we already know. But New York is seeing a line of food banks now. But I thought everything was free. I thought everything was going to be fine. I thought everything was going to be great. And I know Zoran is not in power yet, but he's again, with Zoran in the spotlight, New York is still going to see this. So once again, guys, the food bank is happening in multiple states. In multiple states. Millionaire CEO warns U.S. economic situation could prompt revolution. I think I made this video in my other channel. Give me a second here. I'm just going to read this part. I'm not going to read the whole thing. American venture capitalist Bradley has warned that growing inequality in the U.S. could lead to a revolution. Right now, if we don't do anything, it seems to me you could have a world with Elon Musk and 25 other trillionaires and 19% unemployment. And to me, that just means that the French Revolution is coming. All right, so you guys know the revolution and civil war is two different things. Revolution, I believe, is when you try to remove a government and replace it with a new government, new people in the spotlight, a new system. So this person is basically saying you got Elon and other trillionaires that could be the new gov for America. All right, so it says here Tusk warned about growing public frustration over the deepening divide in a sleeping giant as billionaire fortunes soar while many Americans struggle with rising living cost. And that's very true. Now, I'm not going after the rich. The rich, they work hard for all that type of stuff, but they're getting richer. Elon is almost a trillionaire. Trillion with a T. That is absolute mind blowing. And the poor, wow, keep getting poorer. And everything just maxed out. Credit card maxed out. They're just in a really bad position right now. The rich get richer, the poor gets poorer. Tusk, the CEO of venture capital fund Tusk Venture, warned that vast inequality in the country could lead to an uprising similar to the French Revolution, which took place in the 18th century and saw ordinary citizens revolt against the monarchy over inequality and rising living cost. Now, Tusk referenced Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, whose net worth is estimated to be around $500 billion. Man. Whew. That is absolutely insane. 2019, no, I think it was 2020 or 2021. That's when he purchased Twitter. He was worth like 100 billion, something like that. And now 4 years later, he's worth 500 billion. That is absolutely, that is nuts. All right. Nuts. It just, once you become big, then it just keep growing. They have received the rewards on earth. Elon Musk, currently the world's richest person, could become the world's first trillionaire. I'm good. And again, Jesus, that's all we need. Jesus Christ. Again, Elon worked hard for that, but again, he's not spiritually saved. He's in a really bad path. Again, the Bible says you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve gold and God. You can't. Now, I'm not saying Elon served money like his master. Yes, I love you, money. I love you, money. I'm not saying that. But again, it's just a whole different ball game in this end time that we are living. These people getting more powerful, very powerful, really quick. And we are becoming more into the slavery. All right, so I'm going to skip the rest of this here, guys. I did make a video of this. It's over at the is over at the Prepper Watch News. Yeah, so if you follow me here, this is my other channel. I did post it. Where is it? Wait, there we go. Millionaire warns America. All right, so that's the one. Millionaire warns America. It's the same article, so I'm not gonna read it because I just, yeah, I made that video yesterday. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you follow me, Prepper Watch News. Hit that bell. Make sure you click on that bell. Hit all, and for all videos notification. All right, so let me go back on X and see what's going on. Breaking news. Look who's here in America. Look who's here in America. Syrian president arrives in the U.S. for landmark visit after Washington removed him from a terror backlist. All right. He's here. All right, give me a second here, guys. I'm still looking for more information. And I want to bring this one up. So Gavin is saying that Donald is basically the worst ever, the worst commander-in-chief ever. All right. And of course they're gonna say that is all political stuff. Joe said that Donald is a huge embarrassment for the country. Joe, stop. All right, because you was walking, again, the crowd was in the right side, and you went to the left side when there's nobody. You even walked into the Amazon jungle when they told you not to go in there. You lucky there was security there. Those mosquitoes would have stung you, man. But Joe was a huge embarrassment. I mean, the man couldn't even barely walk. Gavin preaches House take back, while his own state, well, particularly Zombieland. California slick-haired, okay. Gavin Newsom jets to Houston like a conquering hero, high-fiving Dems over Prop 50's redistricting win that basically rigs map to snag more blue seats. Then he has the gal to declare flipping the House in 2026 as the whole thing for his party. Like, he's not actually out there trolling the Donald as a historically unpopular, while his state is drowning homelessness, sky-high gas prices, and folks fleeing faster than rats off a sinking ship. Gavin all pumped. There is no more important race in our lifetime than the House of Representatives, and taking back the House and getting Speaker Hakeem sworn in next November is the whole thing. All right. Meanwhile, he's egging other blue states to gerrymander like Texas did, crowing about the factor ending Donald agenda by grabbing the gavel. Eyeing 2028 White House run? Shocker. Here's the thing, guys. If this man becomes the commander-in-chief, now, again, you see how California wildfires spread, again, under Gavin, is out of control. If he becomes commander, California is not the only one that's going to see that flame. The entire sleeping giant will be lit up in flame. But again, people still going to vote and still going to go for him and everything. And in the end time, people just going to want to have those things. What's good is bad, what's bad is good. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just refresh the page. Seems like it's not that much going on right now. Flight delays, we already talked about it many times today. Yeah, so it seems like this is all of it here. Hold on. Brain chip. Brain chip! So Neuralink patient flies plane with his mind. Alex, Neuralink's second patient, has emerged sharing a video of himself flying a radio-controlled airplane using Neuralink. He was able to control the plane with a quad stick, showcasing the endless possibility of Elon's innovative technology. Prior to receiving a Neuralink, Conley was diagnosed with a severe spinal cord injury after injuring his C4/C5 vertebrae. In July 2024, he finished his implant surgery and has been working with Neuralink to improve the tech ever since. Give it another 20 years. Give it another 20 years. And that thing right there, you see that? You see this? That's what's going in people's brain. Your brain. Wow. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm not saying anything else, but oh, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Look at this here, guys. Look at this. What's going on here? Honduras erupts. 1,000 protests against Zoran. Excuse me. 1,000 protests against social. Look at that. Even them people out there, they don't want that. They don't want it. But again, New Yorkers, they want it. Again, I'm not talking about those that went red. I'm talking about those that went for Zoran. They want it. They want this, and it's gonna backfire. And yeah, it's not gonna be good. So you got those people out there. These people have more common sense. They are saying no. We don't want social. You know what rule here in Honduras. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm not seeing much, but if you can, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and again, for those of you that want to check out the Pentagon chief, the video, it's a 70-minute video. The link will be in the comments box, but it's worth watching. He's giving that speech, 70-minute speech about war and preparation here in America. It's very important you guys check it out so you guys know what's really going on and how to prepare yourself and your families when things hit the fan. So again, the links will be in the description, in the comments box. I want to thank every single one of you for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. If you guys do send from the super chat and I'm not in a chat box, it's because again I'm just working on another video. I'm working back to back to back, and this one here, while you guys are watching this video, I'm just sleeping right now. I'm really tired. So right now it's like, I think it's like almost 2 in the morning. But again, I want to thank every single one of you for that support. Thank you so much for the support in PayPal, Cash App, and the super chat and the super thanks. I really appreciate it. For those of you that want to send us letters, prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.